Welcome to the Kingdom Culture Podcast that was created on purpose with a purpose to empower, uplift, and guide others to the center of God's perfect will. Kingdom Culture family, welcome back to the Kingdom Culture Podcast. I hope everybody's been having a great week. This week, we're going to talk about how to get into your calm state faster. This past week, with everything that's been going on with, my Hispanic community, my life, I was feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, angry, out of control, scared, and I realized that I didn't want to continue on with the feeling of fear and all of these negative things, because obviously my body reacts to all of those things, whether it's now or later. So I told myself, what are things that I can do to help get myself into a better state, to help me get into my calm state, right? So that's what we're going to talk about this week, right? And I'm going to give you guys tips and to-dos so that you can, have these for later, for when you are feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, right? Because all of 2025, we're going to function out of peace and joy, nothing else. The first thing that I did was breathe and reset. I didn't used to do this a lot. I really wasn't a breathing person. But then, in the summertime, a friend of mine said, Abril, you seem like you're out of breath all the time. And so I started to breathe a lot more, do actual breathing exercises to help me calm down. So, you take a few breaths in, and that signals your nervous system to relax, right? So you do the 4-7-8 breathing technique. So you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, and you do this 3 to 5 times. And so this allows you to just get your nervous system to reset and be still. I also follow this YouTube channel called Breathing with Sandy. He's got great breathing videos, and I totally recommend that you guys watch him. So number 1, breathe and reset. Number 2, ground yourself in the present. So you need to shift your focus to the moment by engaging your senses. Again, I didn't used to do this a lot, but it honestly works, and it's really cool. So to do this, use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear, and 2 you smell, and 1 that you can taste. This brings you back to right now, right? Because you're shifting your mindset to what's going on around you in this exact moment, and not, overthinking in your head or allowing yourself to just go wild and think about tomorrow that hasn't happened yet, right? Number 3, like I always say, move your body. Physical movement helps release stress and tension. So stretch, go for a walk, do a few minutes of your favorite workout. For me, it's heavy lifting in the gym. So that's my to-go most of the time, because I'm like, I gotta go lift something heavy, I'm angry. And so I use all of this energy that I got stored up in anger and release it in the gym. Endorphins, come from that. Number 4, declutter your mind. So writing things down helps organize your thoughts and gets rid of your anxiety, because now it's on paper and you're no longer carrying it in here. You transferring it into a journal allows you to brain dump, essentially, right? So brain dump everything on paper, then highlight 1 or 2 things to tackle first. So if you're feeling like you have this big to-do list, doing this also will allow you to prioritize what's really important. And you're going to see that a bunch of things that you're thinking about aren't even worth wasting your time and stress. So I really, really recommend that. I'm a big journal person. I have journals for my stress. I have journals for, when I do my prayer. I have journals for when I'm doing my personal development. And they're all color-coded, so I know which one's which. And the cool thing about keeping journals also is that you get to look back and see where you were. And it's kind of cool because you get to see your little progress in paper. So get journals, get into journaling, don't throw them away, and then years later you can go back to them. And then the last thing that I want to share with you guys as a tip is to engage in a comforting activity. So do things, that you love, that bring a sense of calm, control, and you make you feel collected and make you feel at peace. Listen to music, pray, or do an activity, that like puzzling also helps. Go outside and sit on the grass, ground yourself without shoes on. All of these things help you to bring you peace and allow you to just be present as well, right? Doing all of these things is like having a tool belt in your corner for when you need to come back into your calm state, right? You are going to regain control. Instead of spiraling, you take charge of your emotions and actions. You reduce stress and anxiety. That's what deep breathing and movement do, because they lower your cholesterol, which is the stress hormone. You boost your mood and energy by releasing endorphins and lifting your spirits. That's when you move your body. And you honestly strengthen your emotional resilience. Practicing these techniques regularly helps you handle stress better in the long run. So like I said, next time you feel like you're overwhelmed, remember all of these things and put them into practice. I hope that you guys are taking these tips and actually taking action against them, because that's what's going to help you. For a very long time, I said, yeah, I'm going to read all the books. I'm going to look at all the YouTube videos, but I wasn't actually putting it into practice, and nothing changed. So remember that you have to also change your habits. You have to want to change. You have to want to stop being in the same patterns. And you can do this at any time of the day. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned while having a mindset mentor is that he said, you are choosing the state that you're in. You're either in a state of heaven or a state of hell. And he wasn't talking about heaven or hell. It's literally a negative state or a positive state. And you choose what state you're in. But you can reset it at any time. You can choose to reset yourself, your your moods, everything else, at any time of the day. I used to be the type of person that would, allow my morning to, something bad happened in the morning, and I would continue on with those same thoughts, that same like, man, and until I realized that I could change it, everything changed. Because bad things are going to happen. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel stress. But using these things, these tools, these tips will allow you to reset and continue on with your day in a better state. Always, right? I bring you guys a Bible verse every single week. This week's Bible verse is Isaiah 26:3, that says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose mind are steadfast because they trust in you." Let me read it again. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. This verse highlights that true peace comes from keeping your mind focused on God. When you feel overwhelmed, grounding yourself in faith and trust in Him can help you find stability and calmness. It's a reminder that peace isn't just about external circumstances, but about where your mind and heart are anchored. This comes back to being in the present moment. This comes back to you realizing that, what's going on in here is 10 times worse than actually what's going on around you, so you got this. The world outside might be going crazy right now, but there's so much more strength and faith and allowing yourself to be in a calm state. And with that, that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found value in this video. And as I always tell you guys, we are growing here organically. So if you found value in the video, please share it. And we will see you guys next week. Don't forget that I love you, but that the Lord loves you more. Always, always, always. God bless.